Roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21. Yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Hey, check flag 33, check flag 33.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
At the 41-yard line.
Second and 6. And Darnold doesn't like what he sees. He's going to signal for a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Darnold. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Darnold. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. No problem there on the extra point. And that will tie our score here this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
These two teams all tied after one. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Here's Edmonds. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
On 2nd and a couple, Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of
looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Murray going to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's Murray. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. They'll have stat. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. That is caught by Anderson. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Darnold on target to Moore for the Panther first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage. Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Cardinals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception. I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Murray trying again after the pick 6. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Murray. This is caught by Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Murray now on first down. Flushed out right. And it's caught off the deflection. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Murray now on first down. And it's caught. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive. Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now stands at 13. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. He's going to look deep for more. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. A final shot before the break. Darnold rolling to his left. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in the second half. Here's Smith to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Oh, good move. And some room to maneuver. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job?
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Darnold's throw complete there to Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Darnold. He's to the 10. Found his target. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, Because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On the ground, it's Edmonds. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye, and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
2nd and goal from the run. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point attempt to follow here. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Cardinals 27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, check back 33. Check back 33.
Murray now. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before, because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters, because you know they'll make some adjustments.
76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run with McCaffrey. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play. Off of play action, Darnold.
Thomas brings it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Down to the 25. Tackle made by Marcus Golden. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 19-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Panthers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 40, past the 20, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Murray's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Murray. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Throwing now is Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
First down, Murray. Being chased out left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Panthers on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 7. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return is Kirk. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And Darnold wants to throw the football. That'll be caught by Anderson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Steps away to his left. For Marshall, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Guess who? J.J. Watt, as he so often does, getting in there to wreak havoc. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to